Hey guys, how you going? Funtage here. Look, some of you may remember me from some previous videos I've done for Monster Social in the past. In particular, I've demonstrated the Facebook module quite a lot, and today is no different. We're going to be looking at the Facebook module again. I think the last version I did, the last walkthrough would have been about 2 years ago. And evidently, a lot has changed since then. Facebook is forever updating, so certain new features can be added now because of the improvements Facebook made to the site. Monster Social and the developer himself have made a lot of developments to the Facebook suite itself. So this video basically is going to expand on the previous ones I've made, basically just rehashing the features that Monster Social can utilize, the effective ones that were there in the past, and the newer, more improved, better aspects of it now. Now, Monster Social, I would recommend definitely for any aspiring affiliate marketer. I have made a handsome amount using this myself. It's helped my career immensely. And even if you're not into affiliate marketing or anything like that, there are so many other ways that you can use this tool. For example, if you just want to get a bigger social media following, or whatever. But those sort of reasons become more evident as we go through the program. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight into it. You can see here when you open the program, there's so many different modules here. Today we're going to be looking at Facebook in particular, otherwise this video would be over an hour long. Okay, cool. So once you got here, you've got one activated. I'm going to press start. So it brings you to an account manager. So you can see here, this is the account manager. This tab here is what this is. So this is where you can find all of the accounts that you have got. And so with all the accounts you got in the account manager, you can use all of these features down the side here with whatever you've got in the account manager. So essentially you're going to need to have your own accounts to use this. Now look, you can make your own accounts. You can find other ways to get your accounts, both white hat or however else you do that. I'm not going to judge or tell you what to do. Evidently I've got my own accounts here that I use, and I will be using these today for the demonstration. So basically what you can do is, if you've got a list of accounts, you can press import, and when you import, you can choose text list to import from. So if you look down the bottom here where my cursor is, 585 accounts. If I import this text account, for example, let's have a look. This one, yeah, 585 to 647. So right down the bottom here, you can see that there's been all these fuck you, there's been all these credentials added and stuff like that. So from here, what you can do is, before you can use an account, you need to make sure it's active, or it's green, so to say. It's been validated, the credentials work. So I can show you this here. I'm going to just test a few just to show you here. It's basically what happens. I'll highlight the ones I want to test, and I'll press test. So you can see the top two there didn't work, the third, the fourth. These are credentials that I've found myself, so not all of them are going to work. You will get, basically, if you know the credentials are right, it'll work. Obviously, these are a bit mix and match. I'm not really sure what worked. You can see this one here did work though, success. These other ones are invalid. That just basically invalid credentials. So whatever these credentials here aren't correct, which is why it was red. Now, so for example, whatever accounts you have here that are enabled are what you can use down the side here. So if I wanted to, I could enable G Lindsay, which I already have. I would just go here, press enable selection. So you can do it a few ways. You can do all, you can enable all the accounts, which will enable everything, including the red ones. You can enable the ones that are working, which are ones that are green. Selection, which is just, for example, this one I've highlighted here, or none. A random amount, whatever suits your needs, pretty much. Really useful. I'm just going to enable selection, which is G Lindsay, so it's just this one here. And now I can basically use all of these features down the side here with this account that I've enabled. Just to show you, just to get a bit more of an idea of the interface, you can add, which is add single accounts line by line instead of importing it from a text file. You can export all your accounts in here to a text file, so if you want to share it between computers or if you want to send it to someone else. Show passwords, which I am not going to do. Auto assign random proxies, so if you want to have random proxies and stuff like that, you can do that. I'll just show you the proxies quickly. So proxy manager's over here. If you have a look, you can actually import your proxies from a free proxy list if you want. You can use features in here to buy proxies, so if you're not sure where to go, you can use the buy feature here, and pretty much this will just show you the same as the account manager. It'll just have all your proxies here, so it'll have the strength of them, whether or not they're valid, they work, and then you can use them with your accounts over here by enabling it. So if I had a proxy in that list over there, you could select it here and assign it to that account. So that's just a good way of separating accounts, so you know what has what connection and whatnot like that. Okay, anyway, let's get into the features now. So down the side here, we can see Account Manager, which is where we are. whitelist. So if you want to exclude some accounts from using the features here, so if you're enabling all random accounts and it accidentally got a thing there, you could definitely do that. I just showed the passwords there. Yeah, go for it if you want them. Whoops. Okay, and yeah, so having a look forward, let's try add friend. So what this will do is I can input a friend URL, and this will make this account here add that URL. So start parallel, this is across all of the features. I'll explain this once just so you understand. But start parallel, say for example, if I had enabled a few more, let's enable 3 actually. I'll press enable selection, and as you can see that these 3 here now, if I did start parallel, no, if I did start series, it would do one at a time. So G Lindsay would send a friend request to such and such person, whatever inputted here. The next person would do the same, the next person, and they would just do it systematically like that. Whereas if you press start parallel, it would do all of them at once, and you save a lot of time, a lot more time. Obviously, you can put your own delays in and stuff like that as well if you need, just based on whatever security precautions and stuff you think you need to take. I generally take this down to 0 because that's just, I don't like wasting time. I don't find there's a need for the delay in this feature. You might find differently though. So add friends. So for example, I'm going to minimize this and just bring it up to the side here. So Brock. I'm going to copy this guy's URL, and I'm going to bring this program back over here. I think Brock might be one of these numbers here, so he might only get 2 friend requests come through. I'm going to put the friend URL in, start parallel, enter. As you can see, it's adding, the status is showing it's adding friend. This will change as it goes forward. So let's have a look. Complete friend add issues. So as I suspected, this is the credentials for Brock here. So that's why only 2 went through. If you have a look through here, you can see bow. Cool. So yeah. So that's if you want to add friends. You can obviously load hundreds of accounts in here and do all that sort of stuff and have fun with it. I'll close that down. I'm going to close down add friend as well. Okay, suggest friend requests. This is quite nice actually, and this is one of my favorite things. If you're not a marketer and you just want to, and even if you are a marketer, but if you want to have a bit more vanity and stroke your ego a little bit, get some more friend requests coming through, what you can do is you can do suggest friend requests. So I'm going to accept these because the first rule of this, for this to work, is you have to be friends with a person to get the suggestions to come through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post Brock's URL in here, and it's going to make these other accounts, G Lindsay and this one here, suggest to all of their friends on their account to add this URL here, Brock Millington. So what I'll do is I'll do that. I might do something else in the meantime because I know this can take a little while. Obviously, it goes a little bit slower, but it's it's crazy. So you can see these are going through. The suggestions are being made. Now, eventually, these will pop up here where my cursor is. They'll come through as suggestions. They may start coming through soon, actually. Oh, you can see they're starting to come through. Ooh, that is nice. And that's only been running for what? How long? Yeah, not that long. So you can see suggested, and basically what happens is you get a notification here like this, and the other person who's watching it, the other person, whichever account came from, or whichever friend is getting suggested rather, they also get a notification like that too, and it comes up here, and they half the time they think, oh, what? Someone added me, and they press add friend. And then you end up getting, if you've got subscribers or followers turned on, you get another follower for your account. You also get, you could also just get friend requests instead. If you haven't hit the 5,000 friend limit, you could do that and boost your account up that way. So this just keeps going on and on. Facebook takes a bit of time to update that sometimes. So it, obviously it's 21 now. There's more than that, but you give it a bit of time and it'll catch up. And oh god, it can lag your Facebook so much, but it's so worth it. And when I say lag your Facebook, I mean momentarily. Okay, so suggest friend requests, so we understand what that does. Accept friend requests. So if we have a look here, it's pretty much accepting friend requests. You press start parallel, it'll go through all these accounts and it'll look through whatever friend requests have got pending there and it'll accept them. So this one had 1, 2, yeah, 1. So it's just going to go through and it'll keep accepting all the friend requests on there until it's done. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to get rid of this and I'll leave this up for now actually. We'll come back to that and see how it's going. Reject friend requests, opposite of accept friend requests. Comment. Okay, this is cool. So this is cool for both yourself and if you're a marketer, if you want to spam some stuff or if you just want to get your message out there a bit more. Okay, so comments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find something in the news feed, something that's public. More stories. you know what? Let's just type in um, designer. Alright, we'll go to one of his posts. Don't ask me why I picked designer. I just did. Okay, sorry, I got really slow internet. Come on, come on, come on. I don't like share houses. Okay, cool. For example, you can see here, this is public. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on July 1st here, and I'm going to press copy link address. So this is the link for this actual post. So you can see it's public, so that's cool. Now what I'm going to do, post URL. So this is the post URL that I just copied, and comment. So it's going to use a random line from a text file. So if I come here and I just pick, you make your own comment list. So pretty much each row is a different comment. So for example, I could have the top, hello, the next line could be, how are you? The next line could be, what's up? But anyway, I'll just show you this, and we're going to use all three of these accounts to comment on designer's thing. Now what I'll do is I'll go Brock and I'll go activity log. So I know that this is one of the accounts there. And if you have a look here, Brock Millington commented on designer's link 2:33 p.m. There we go. The time matches up. And if we have a look here, oh yep, cool. See how these three just now? Yep, cool, there we go. So we can see the comment works. You can pretty much do that for anything, obviously. But yeah, that's how that works. Message. Now I'll move on to the next feature. I'll try and go a bit quicker. Sorry, I know this is very long, but I hope it's informative. I hope you guys like this style of video, because I like to ramble and I feel like you kind of learn a bit more once you learn the intricacies. Yeah, especially. So let's have a look. Message. So you can message a username or user ID. So if you've got someone's Facebook username, like say for example, the username in this instance is this here in the URL. It's a username. You can put that in here, and then you can use the same sort of style as the comment. You can just put in a message. It just uses a random line from text file. So I could do that. My personal favorite though is message friends. So this basically isn't a singular message, it is a group message. It is just to everyone on that person's friends list. It'll just keep sending messages through until it times out. So for example, this will be funny. Start parallel. So I've put in, wait, hold up, let me, I keep forgetting. You need to press enter on your keyboard, and then you can do this, and then you press start. So I know this one takes a little bit of time to kick up, so I'm going to leave it for a little bit. If we have a look here, for example, though, the messages, see how there's nothing, 2:30 p.m. So that was what, 5 minutes ago, 9:24. That was ages ago as well. So I'll leave this go for a little bit. We'll come back to it and we'll see what messages have been sent. Okay, like, pretty self-explanatory. You just find the URL of a comment, a photo, a status, a page URL. So you can like pages as well. It's not just limited to comments and likes and stuff like that. You put that in and then it'll like that. The same as a comment did. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know if I really need to demonstrate that because you guys will understand what that is. It doesn't state it here, but it also works for comments as well. So if you want to like a comment up on, say, a famous person's page and get it to the top where more people can see it, this is the tool you'll use to do that. It's really, really good. Suggest page like. So it's almost like suggest friend requests, except you're not suggesting friends for someone else. You're suggesting people to go and like a page. So I am going to give designer some more love today. I know a lot of people think he's trash. It's just like one panda song. I agree. Anyway, page URL. What I could do now, in this instance, I don't have my own page that I'm going to show you or run this on today, but what this does is it's the same as suggest from request. It just goes through, it suggests all your friends to like a page. So every single one of these people are going to get a notification that says, hey, like this page. It'll come from you, and they'll be thinking, oh, okay, all right, my friend told me to like this page. And half the time, I would say 50 to 75% of the time, the person will like it. I've grown pages to like 100,000 likes in my time with this in like a week. It's the more accounts, obviously, the faster you can do it. So the sky's the limit, really. Just as long as you have your own accounts to do it with, you're fine. The share feature as well. So this is to share anything you've already posted. You can share your own stuff, other people's stuff, or whatever. If you've got 1,000 accounts and you share this on 1,000 things, the reach of that post is going to be incredible. Join event. So join event, that's just if you want to join an event, just have accounts, join event. I personally don't really use this one much. Suggest event join is the one. It's the truth. I recommend this above a lot of things. Oh, pardon me. So what I'll do is I'll show you, for example, with this event. Let me bring this back over. Now, sometimes you may need to do this as well. I have a death by capture account. Basically, it's people who automatically type the captures in for you, instead of you having to sit there and do it yourself. Now, I generally don't find you have to use this as much or at all anymore. So you don't really, I don't think you need an additional investment for this. Once upon a time, you did. I'm just letting you guys know that it has this support too, if for some reason you find you need it. But in the past year or two, I have not found I've needed it at all. But you know, the feature's here in case you need it. I'm going to suggest event join. So let's go to action. This is going to make those people suggest their friends list to the event. Okay, so this person's just changed their info. Okay, if we have a look here, we can see that there's 1.1k people interested, 422 people going, and 176 shared with. Let's see. Okay, refreshed. You can see as it's going through, 524. That went from 100 before. 750. 825. Look, I don't need to show anymore. I think you understand. The power of this is crazy. Do not underestimate this feature. If there's anything you take away from this video, do not underestimate this feature. You have your own message here. You invite people to it. They will see it. You will make money. You will make whatever your intentions are. Let me just tell you that now. I cannot stress that enough. Join group, pretty much the same as join event, except you're just joining a group instead. Add friends to group. This is cool. I don't have a group ready here to go to show you. So what I'll do is I think some of these groups, okay, close the groups. Alright, so they're going to need approval. So it's going to take me a bit longer to set this one up. So I'll just pretty much explain what this does. It's the same as event join, except instead of inviting your friends to an event, you're inviting to a one-off event. You're inviting them to a group where you can continuously push updates to them. They always, if you post in the group, everyone in that group is going to see it. I was able to grow a group a couple of months ago with 3.7 million people in it. And so every time I'm posting my CPA offers or whatever, 3.7 million people are seeing it. And you know, if you've got it on a public setting, that stuff goes viral. This like the suggest event join, do not underestimate it. Whatever you do, don't sleep on these features. These will make you some serious money if you know what to do with it. I'm not going to hold your hand and tell you and walk you down the path and say, hey, this is what to do. But if you put your mind to it, you can quit your job just for these two features alone, and that's what I've done. Anyway, so that's pretty much the suite. I don't think there's anything else really I want to show you today. I think that's pretty much it, and this is 18 minutes long. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. I really hope you enjoy the video and continue using the software. If you haven't already, if you haven't used it in the past, just try it. Hey, you can get I think you can get a couple of day trial. I'm fairly sure. I'm not sure if that's still valid or not, but if not, 1 month subscription does not cost much at all. You can find all this. You can find this social suite on monstersocial.net, I believe. Yeah, monstersocial.net. I got it right for the first time in forever. This suite can be found, and all the other ones can be found on monstersocial.net. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave it in the comments section below, if there is a comment section below. If not, message the developers in the contact form on Monster Social, and then they'll be able to you'll be able to get in touch with them. There's walkthroughs here for everything. If you have problems with anything, and also, if you need my contact details, get in contact with support here, because they'll be able to put you on to me, and I'm more than willing to help if you've got a few questions. Anyway, guys, I'll wrap it up here. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and until next time, bye-bye.